Hi, this is Mrs. Thomas. I have the pleasure today of interviewing Beth Langdon, who is a health and nutrition coach. I'm going to turn it over to her to just introduce a little bit about herself, who she works for, and how long she's been with the company.
Hi, everybody. Like Miss Thomas said, I'm Beth Langdon. I am a health and nutrition coach for a company called Noom. I get the privilege in this day and age of COVID of being a health coach virtually. So luckily, I still get to help people build healthier lifestyles despite the craziness going on in the world, which has been really awesome. I've been with Noom for, wow, what's going on, almost 2 years this July, so a little over a year and a half. What I love the most about this job is every single day I get to help and see people actually achieve their health and weight loss goals step by step, and I get to be part of that process for them, and really help them build their confidence in themselves along the way.
How inspiring. If you had to describe typical job duties, day-to-day requirements, what are those?
Yeah, so since just kind of give you an idea of maybe one person and then a bigger feel for like more people. So if someone wants to lose 30 pounds, we actually dig into all of the reasons of, okay, well, how are we going to lose that 30 pounds? And we focus on habit changes. We actually really shy away from focusing on all the numbers because how annoying and defeating could that be, just focusing on numbers all the time? So we focus in on the habits, like how many vegetables are you eating? Do you need to eat more? How much protein are you eating? Or are you sitting all day? Do we need to get you active more? And we really dig into those habit changes and the way they want to build their lifestyle in order to do that. So we'll break up their goal into smaller weekly goals. So for example, this week, Susan wants to drink more water. Okay, well, we're going to get into the nitty gritty and like, what is more water? Define that. Is that 5 cups a day? Is that 8 cups a day? Like, we're going to get specific so she knows that she can achieve it. So that's basically how I help all of my clients. And then day to day, I set check-ins with them, make sure that they're reaching those goals. And even if they're not, I'm going to say like, okay, well, why do you think it was harder to achieve that than you thought it was? And really just make it a comfortable process. So when I start my day, I really start by looking at any new clients that I have. So I introduce myself, get them familiar with the process and how it's going to look with me coaching them. And then I'll also look at the current clients that I have with check-ins. So I'll go through all of my new users or clients. I'll get them introduced. Once I'm done with them, I'll do all of my check-ins. So I'll say, hey, Susan, how's that water goal going? Did you hit your target? How did it go? And I'll do that with every single person. And then we'll just kind of talk back and forth until we come up with their next goal for the next week, and so on and so forth.
Thanks so much.
Yeah.
So, health and nutrition coaching. Is this what you saw yourself doing back when you were in high school? Is it not? If so, what led you here?
It actually was not what I was thinking at all. But hindsight, it actually makes all the sense in the world that this is where I landed. So it just kind of goes to show that what you think you want your life to look like doesn't always pan out, and it's really okay because I'm happy with what I'm doing. I love what I'm doing. I originally wanted to start out as a physical therapist, and just with the way things lined up, I ended up stumbling into a weight loss coaching position at a clinic where I was working at in Florida. And that kind of helped me find this path to more broader health coaching, health and nutrition.
Right. There's so many paths that we end up getting, but we all end up right where we're supposed to belong in the end. Sometimes students anyone goes right from high school and follows a certain path and gets there. So if a
That's great.
student leaves high school and says, this is what I want to be a health and nutrition coach, what is it that they have to do to get to a position of what you're doing?
Yeah, that's a great question. So right after high school, if you know that you want to become a health, nutrition, and wellness coach, there's really like one thing you have to do, and you can Google this, it's really Googleable. There's a national board of health and wellness coaches, and it'll walk you through how to get qualified and certified as a health and nutrition coach. And then, honestly, once you're certified, you can really find a job anywhere that really suits you. You can build your own business. You can work for a company like Noom that I love doing, because me personally, I'm not business minded, and that's okay. But once you have that certification, you can really do with what you want, and that's kind of nice. An alternative route too is if you don't want to go right for that certification, you can go higher education. You can get a bachelor's degree in exercise science, which I ended up doing. You can go for just general public health or whatever it is that you feel interested in. You can, because those are all going to be assets to being a health coach. I have a lot of health coaches that I work with. They come from different backgrounds. They come from psychology backgrounds. They come from counseling backgrounds. They come from sociology backgrounds. And so it's really cool that it doesn't quite matter what you strive for in terms of higher education, but if what you want to do is health coaching, you can make that work.
Thanks so much.
Yeah.
Talking about making that work, so often, at least from a teaching standpoint, so many students always say, they're learning a certain content in any number of subjects in middle school and high school: math, science, English language arts, social studies. And they ask the infamous question, when am I ever going to use this in my future career? So in health and nutrition coaching, what are some things that you did get the foundation in middle and high school and that you do in fact use today in your career?
Yeah, this is a fantastic question, because you actually use quite a lot and you get your foundation right in middle school, and then even more so in high school. I do math every day. I do calculations for different clients to help them with estimating and all this other stuff. So I do math every single day. Another is biology, science. Like, I have to be confident in understanding how the body works. So, I mean, it starts right in middle school there. Another, which everyone has their least favorite subject, which is okay. My least favorite was language arts. But in this virtual world, we're always communicating through writing, and you always want to project or portray and get across what you're trying to say in a professional but helpful and real way. And I mean, language arts for sure has helped me, and I use it every day in how I want to write to people. So that's been incredibly helpful. And just kind of all encompassing as a middle school student, and then getting into high school. I mean, time management, you have to manage all your different classes and all the homework that you have and things like that. So I have to manage all of my clients, and then I also have to manage all of my meetings that I'm required to attend to and make sure that I'm getting everything done, just like you guys do as a student.
Thank you so much for your time today, Ms. Langdon. I know that all of our students are going to love watching all of our interviews, especially those interested in health and nutrition coaching as a potential career. So thanks so much for your time today. And I hope you have a good rest of your day.
Yeah, this was fantastic. Thanks for having me, and I hope you all get to enjoy your day too.